What's up, y'all? This is your boy Jax, and welcome back to the Drop That Podcast. And in this episode, we're going to get into wrestling talk. So, with this particular wrestling talk, we're going to get into Monday Night Raw's main event, which is Seth freaking Rollins and Jinder Mahal for the World Heavyweight Championship, and this past Wednesday's AEW Dynamite, Samoa Joe versus Hook for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. First, I'll get into Rollins versus Mahal. So we can agree that the hype behind these two World Championship matches happening on the same week, only 2 days apart from each other, was so hyped up because of Tony Khan and Eric Bischoff's rant on Twitter, which is X now. So, I mean, they're hyping it up. Jinder Mahal hasn't won a match in a year, and is just diving into a World Heavyweight Championship with the reigning World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins. And then you got Hook, who was 29-1. Not that many notable opponents that he defeated. He's a two-time FTW champion, which that belt was famously recognized by and introduced by his father Taz, legendary ECW competitor, also in WWE, and he also went to TNA, and then he also went to AEW. You know, Taz is legend all around, and his son, Hook, is, I have to agree, he's a phenomenal competitor. This guy, size of a luchador, is fucking a suplex machine. Didn't look like he can take everybody to that limit with suplexes, and he does. So, when it comes down to Jinder versus Rollins, I thought that match was so fucking hype. I was very, very, I had mixed emotions regarding the crowd, because they really was sold on Jinder Mahal defeating Rollins for the World Heavyweight title. And holy shit, what if he did? I mean, nobody would have predicted that WWE Championship win he did over Randy Orton at Backlash a few years back, and the championship run he had a long run, and it seemed like about 7-8 months, and then he was defeated by AJ Styles. Can he have pulled it off? I think so. This guy is in incredible shape still. In-ring competitor, he's still in incredible shape, and I thought it was a very well competitive match. My thing is, I had no idea what was the meaning behind it. Are you putting Jinder Mahal in this match to build the hype that he might be in a Royal Rumble, or feeding off the hype of the promo he did with The Rock a couple weeks back? Like, what was the deal? What was the whole point? You know, Jinder is a great character. He's a great competitor. Guy is fucking chiseled. You know, he can easily have a championship run. You know, it's probably what they wish the great Khali looked like. And he's great on his promo skills. He's great on the mic, I got to admit. He held his own with The Rock. He held his own with Seth Rollins. Very clever, too. I think he's gotten better over the years. But I didn't see the point of it. Okay, so now Seth freaking Rollins won. Well, what do you do next? And what was the point of it? Because it was a hard-fought match, and look what happened. It is reported that Seth freaking Rollins tore his MCL and slightly tore his meniscus. I can't even say the fucking word right, but you know what I mean. Google it. On his knee, when he did that moonsault, which looked like the Lionsault of Chris Jericho. I think it's called meniscus. Yeah. All right. So, here's the shit, right? That was the same diagnosis that Logan Paul had when he fought Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship a year and a half ago. And what happened? He was back within 3.5 months at the Royal Rumble. Then two and a half months later at WrestleMania. Then 2.5 months later at Money in the Bank. I think this will be a pretty good heel. I don't think it will be any surgery required. And if, in my opinion, I think they need Seth freaking Rollins on the road to WrestleMania. But I'd give that an incredible match, 5 stars. Moving on to Samoa Joe versus Hook. I thought this match, I didn't see the point of this match either. FTW Championship, I mean, they're recognizing it in AEW, but what is the point? You know, you have multiple titles. You got the TNT title. You have the International Championship now. You have the World Championship. You got the Ring of Honor World title, the Ring of Honor TV title. You even got a new Continental Crown Champion. I don't think we need to keep using this FTW Championship unless it's going to be really recognized as a championship. But it was a great match. I thought it was some great communication between Hook and Joe. A few unnecessary bumps, I would say, for Hook. Made me wonder if he was going to be really injured. It looked like somewhat of a semi rock bottom that Samoa Joe applied on Hook and placed him on the table. The table collapsed, but it looked like, not because he went fully on that table. It was more like on the edge. You know, hurt his back and the back of his head. I think there's unnecessary bumps that being taken at AEW that's putting these guys on the shelf. I mean, come on now. Almost 2 years we didn't have Thunder Rosa. I mean, we're still not having Britt Baker. You know what I mean? Like, what, that audible boom, what the hell happened with Bryan Danielson? You know what I mean? I think it's unnecessary bumps that are being taken at AEW, and I think they need to start looking out for these guys' well-being so we can get some good stories and you actually have a shot in getting these ratings, competing with WWE. I don't think they're in the running anymore now that Impact Wrestling is once again TNA Wrestling, and they just signed Nick Nemeth, aka Dolph Ziggler. I mean, they're coming with a fucking vengeance, so I think you better be watching out for that. But aside from that, when it comes down to Hook and Samoa Joe, we saw a muscle buster and a kick out at 1 with Hook. Holy shit. And then we seen like an unstoppable force of Hook. His grit, his heart. I gotta give kudos to Hook. I mean, if he could tighten up on the promo skills on the mic, I think we got a superstar coming. You know what I mean? He's got the look. He's got the athletic ability. He's got a belt to get him a little bit of shine. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loves him in the crowd as a baby face. I mean, I'll be interested on how he is as a heel. Obviously, they were gonna put Joe over, retaining the AEW World Championship. My thing is, okay, what do you do next? You know what I mean? Was this to alley hoop to Swerve Strickland or alley hoop to Hangman Page? I mean, it's got me curious what they're doing in the world title picture. And you got the pay-per-view AEW Revolution coming up in I would say a month and a half. I think they better put hit the gas. You know what I mean? If you got AEW Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision, I mean, you got plenty of time to be cooking up some stories. You ain't got to put them in the ring to get them injured. So, I don't know. But in my case, that match was 5 stars as well. Great matches for both world championships. I give kudos to them. I can't wait to see what they do next. I mean, Seth freaking Rollins is no longer advertised in live events. He got replaced with Randy Orton, and hopefully Hook is, still good, no injuries, and I want to see what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? Right now, it's pretty certain we're probably not getting a world championship match at the Royal Rumble with Seth freaking Rollins, but who knows? Maybe they got something up their sleeve. But hopefully he's good by Elimination Chamber. But that's our episode. I'm the boy Jax, and this is Drop That Podcast. You can find us on youtube.com/@DropThatPodcast and X, formerly known as Twitter, @DropThatPod_13. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. We'll see ya.